Well, we're going to be looking at chapter 18 of 1 Samuel today, verse 8. And actually, we're in our 50th video devotional. So if you've stuck with us this long, I hope you've enjoyed yourself so long. 50 video devotionals. Other than that, today we're looking at chapter 18, verse 8. And we're looking into the life of King Saul. And right now, King David has just killed Goliath, Philistine, big old guy, and King Saul is starting to come down with what we call jealousy. He's just straight up starting to get jealous. And in verse 8, it talks a little bit about how when David and Saul, they come back, and this woman comes out of her house and says, Saul has killed his thousands, but David has killed his 10,000s. And that angers Saul. He's mad, he's jealous. And he goes back to his house, and in verse 8, this is what it says. Saul was very angry. This refrain galled him. They have credited David with tens of thousands, he thought, but with me with only thousands? What more can he get but the kingdom? And from that time on, Saul kept a jealous eye on David. And it goes on to say that at one point, Saul threw a spear at David. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to end his life because he was so jealous of the success that David was having. Sometimes in each one of our own relationships, there's people that come along that they're just more successful at something than we are. Maybe we've tried doing it for a long time, or maybe we've been doing it for a long time, and they come along and it just seems to fall into place, and it just fits them so perfect and so easy, and it's all of a sudden we feel that a little bit of jealousy rise up in us, and it's like, well, who are they? What do they think they're doing? Don't they know who they're dealing with? This is my place. This is my time. This is my stomping grounds. This is where God placed me, or this is where I'm supposed to be doing. And it's all of a sudden like this jealousy rises up in us. And we're both Christians maybe, or we both love each other. We're even friends. We have a relationship. But all of a sudden this jealousy comes into play. And instead of congratulating him and saying, hey, man, God is doing great things in you, or hey, man, you got a talent, you got a gift, use it, we find ourselves getting bitter and angry and jealous. And maybe that's you. Maybe you find yourself in a situation with somebody, you're just jealous of them, straight up, no denying it. They're more successful at what they're doing than you are. I just want to challenge you, maybe congratulate them. Just try it, see what happens. Start to give them some accolades, some credit, and say, hey man, I think what you're doing is great. And maybe in the beginning it's really, really tough for you. But I just ask that you move past that, and you get past that, and you see what God can do in your own life.